Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Next Gen Nation podcast, where we talk about all things gaming and anime related. I'm your host, Dominique.
I'm your other host, Timothy. Here's our third guy, Joe.
Oh no!
Oh, I see. There's been a shift in power.
Look how this happens so quickly. He
been a shift in
immediately
power.
embraces it. I'm not even gone yet, and he embraces it.
There's been a shift in power. And how long? It's only you guys were just as a team. What happened?
He's not kidding though. Look at that.
Team, what
I'm just
happened?
kidding, but I'm not.
Next
Yeah.
week.
Who knows? Maybe.
Since I'm
Next
gonna
week
be
he's
leaving.
sitting here.
Yeah, I'll be leaving within the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
And Hurston will actually be promoted to permanent third, as far as I know.
If he's
Yeah.
up for it.
If he's up for it.
If
yeah,
he's
he'll
up
be
for it.
permanent
He
third.
seemed pretty up for it.
If he can stop cussing.
Oh yeah, we need to try and keep this PG-13 podcast.
We're gonna send him to a camp.
Yeah.
Gonna
that
send him to a
sounds-
swear camp.
That sounds
Bad.
bad.
A class.
A class. There you go. That's a little better. But yeah, what's everyone been doing this week?
I guess I'll go first since I had the most uneventful one, and then we'll go to you guys.
Yeah, we were talking about you. It seems like
Yeah.
you
But we were
Not
trying to
much.
hide that fact, but okay.
Not much.
Not much.
It's been a pretty busy week, so
Yeah, you just been doing
I've
other
just
stuff.
been kind of going to classes and sitting at home.
Plus, our favorite anime streaming outlet, Kiss Anime,
Not favorite, but like our other one.
our key, the one
that
we.
not-
Well,
that's
yeah,
not your
because we use
favorite?
we like Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
use Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
We use Kiss Anime for everything else.
We use Kiss Anime for everything that's not on Crunchyroll.
And it's down.
And
They're
we're all-
migrating to a new website host.
No, they're using it. I actually saw it. The thing they said is video host.
Video.
Yeah,
It
video
says
host.
It says
host?
video
I
host.
Video
thought I
host.
saw web
It says
host.
video
Oh,
host.
okay.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I think they're doing like a new, not a player, but like a new where they're keeping everything.
Well, everything's switching to HTML5 now.
Yeah, which you don't like. You don't like
Oh
it.
no, I'm fine.
I like it because
I'm-
it's like more universal.
Yeah, I'm fine with it now. After a while, I see why everyone's switching to HTML because there's a lot of improvements to it
Yeah.
than over using Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
because like I use it. Typically, I use Kiss Anime on my PS4,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's format, like it works in HTML
Yeah.
format. Like you have to run through that way. So
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of reasons.
So it opens up like a lot more like mobile
Yeah.
capable stuff. So
Yeah.
Yep. So I can't continue stuff that I was watching on Kiss Anime. I can continue stuff on Crunchyroll, which I've been doing, but that's about it. Not really much else. Haven't really been playing anything. I don't have any new games to play. We were talking. I do need to finish Inquisition. 'Cause I'm,
Yeah,
like, right there.
this is Dragon Age Inquisition. This game came out like last year, and you're at the end of it.
November.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
no excuse.
I'm like right there.
But
right
you're
there.
not done.
But yeah. I just kind of did my romance and stopped.
Are you still playing Heroes?
He hasn't. I've been playing.
Oh,
He
you've
hasn't
been
been
playing Heroes?
Yeah. No, I haven't really been playing it. A little bit of Rocket League every once in a while with you.
Yeah, he's just been taking a break from games.
I need to finish up Uncharted and give it back to you before you leave.
Yeah, you do. He hasn't
And-
finished too.
yeah.
He's at the village.
Well, you know,
I'm
he's
still
at the village, but
you
he
know,
doesn't.
the
he's-
Nathan Drake collection is coming out, so
Yeah, it's $60 and you get all three of the first three. You get the first three, and just in time for 4 to come out in like March. I think is when we're getting it.
But my
Hopefully.
saves,
Yeah,
for now.
yeah,
For now.
yeah.
I'll give those back to you, and then
I
you'll
mean, the
give me
game's
Zolia
short,
back.
so those saves don't matter.
He's already like halfway through. I think he's at the
Oh, for
beginning
two?
of the village.
Yeah,
in
I'm at,
the
I'm at the,
Oh,
I'm at
for
the
two.
village in 2.
Wait, did you
So-
play through 1?
Yeah.
I thought he
Okay,
did.
so
Yeah.
you did play through 1. Okay.
Yep.
It's all the Nazi zombies, actual Nazi zombies.
Wasn't
I always thought that was
pretty
funny.
cool, though?
I thought that was like a funny thing where it was like,
The ending like threw me off, like just out of nowhere, all the supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's kind of like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. It's like at the end of Raiders, all of a sudden, lots of supernatural stuff starts happening.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yep. So I'll give you Uncharted back, and you'll give me Zolia back.
Yeah, because I still have Tales of Xillia, which
Did you play it?
Nope, didn't touch it. A little different though, to be fair. Like, hey, here's this like 40, 50 hour RPG. Hey, here's this 8-hour
Joe,
experience.
weren't you like trying to 100% night?
I'm at like 80-something%.
Okay then, I don't want to hear that, Joe. I don't want to hear
That's
that.
the difference.
You've
It's
beaten like how many
Night's
games?
like super fast though.
You've beaten how many games? You could have.
Hey, I'm
done
working
this
on
time
Phantom
if it's-
Pain now. I'm
yeah,
at a whole 6%.
a whole
6%.
And you've been playing since it came out.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear from you on Tuesday, so I know you
Don't worry
spent
about
that
it.
day.
I was on there, and you were like there for a while.
Don't worry about it.
A while.
Coaches asked about you, and I was like, wait, I think Phantom Pain came out today.
Yeah, because like I went on my PS4 to go on Crunchyroll.
Don't worry about it.
And there's Joe, and then like a bunch of it was like Phantom Pain, Mad Max, Phantom Pain.
Yep, that seems like how my friend list is too.
So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Well, as you guys are just talking about, my week was mostly spent playing Phantom Pain, and also I marathoned all of Berserk because I felt like watching that.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, I watched all of Berserk from episode 1 to episode 25 or 26, whichever.
That's right. They didn't go far in the anime, huh?
They went up until stuff happens. It's like it's definitely a read the manga ending. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's definitely a little dated. Lots of still imagery, just
yeah, the
kind of like
show's
panning.
like-
You know, I don't think the budget was very high for it. So
Came out in the 80s, and
no, the manga
show-
came out in '89.
the show came out.
97.
Yeah.
97. It was cool. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I liked all the characters. I'm looking into starting the manga from the point of where it is now, like from the point after the anime. I'm gonna probably pick up the manga because it's like really cool. I just like the world. I like. It's interesting to see the influence that Berserk has on a lot of other anime.
And you like the name of the sword.
Dragon Slayer. I guess his sword's named Dragon Slayer.
In a world with no dragons.
In a world with like basically no dragons.
That means it did its job.
That means he did his job.
Like,
means
what's
it's
that
no
called?
bluff.
Dragon
It's no
Slayers,
bluff.
but they don't exist. You're
Exactly.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Means no bluffs. No bluffs.
No bluffs. But yeah, it's because it's pretty interesting. A heavy influence for like Dark Souls was Berserk. Berserk's like super important for like that and Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown and Dark Souls are like super influenced by Berserk. From like there's some weaponry that's named after like certain things like that are references to like the Dragon Slayer and stuff like that, and the different armor that Guts wears. That's just cool. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And
That's what we could have played that one day where he came over Dragon's Crown.
we could have played Dragon's Crown.
Still have it.
I don't have it. I need to pick it up. I don't know why.
It's a fun game.
I feel like it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
It's a local game. You gotta play it with friends. You gotta play it locally.
Yep.
Phantom Pain has been really, really good. I've actually realized, I talked to you about this, I'm really bad at open world stealth. I'm really bad at it.
Really?
I'm good at corridor stealth.
So, you didn't really like 3 then?
I liked 3 because it was like area. These are like, here's this huge base. Someone's gonna see you no matter what.
5 is like what 3 would have been.
Oh yeah.
If it came out today. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 5 is definitely like 3 if we had way more, processing and stuff like that. Yeah. It's very cool.
I think that reason alone is why I'm excited, because 3 is my favorite for
Did you play
that
Peace
very
Walker?
reason. No, I did not. I didn't
should
play
play
any
Peace
of the
Walker. Do you want-
handheld ones.
I was
'Cause
gonna
I
say,
don't
if
have
you
a-
had the
I don't have
time,
a
I would say
PSP.
I would ask you to borrow my HD collection. You just play.
Oh.
You can just play Peace Walker HD.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But I have to finish that in like 2
Because
weeks.
because Phantom Pain is just Peace Walker 2.
Really?
It's just Peace Walker 2.
Okay, so I probably should play that then, so I can.
Yep.
Okay.
It goes 3 Peace Walker. Peace Walker is like like portable ops and all those acid. They don't matter. Peace Walker matters. Peace Walker super matters because it goes 3 Peace Walker Ground Zeroes happens right after
Peace Walker.
Peace Walker, like right after the events of Peace Walker, and then
Okay.
Ground Zeroes leads into Phantom Pain.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should.
I probably
definitely
will have to pick that up
Yeah,
then.
it's plot relevant.
Okay.
To say the least. But yeah, Phantom Pain is like.
That's right, you don't know anything.
Yeah,
I'm nodding like I
Good
understand.
job. Yeah, it's they've changed so much about what Metal Gear was, and like kind of like we were talking about the codec. You don't really use the codec anymore as like the fun banter like machine that it was. It's more just like strictly Intel, but then they give you the iDroid, which is like your all-in-one phone.
That was introduced in 4, wasn't it?
The iDroid? No.
Or was it? Is this something completely
It's
different than the patch?
completely different. It's not an eye patch. It's like literally like this hunk of like a technology. It's like just
Oh, it's like really.
and it's got like a hologram that
Oh.
it's like bzz, and it's like it's your map. It's your
I thought
codec.
you were
It's
saying
your
this was
everything.
like.
No,
an
no,
upgraded
it's like
iPad
it's a
or
phone.
something.
It's an iDroid, iPhone, Android.
Okay.
That's the joke.
I see.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on there. It's the open world is gorgeous so far. Like I really like how Afghanistan looks. I think the time and the money spent on this game really shows. I think without all of the open worldness of it, I don't know if I'd like it as much. I think it's an interesting take on Metal Gear.
Pretty.
Okay.
I saw clips.
Yeah.
I saw this one clip. It was a guy. It was like a dead cow, and he put like the little helicopter thingy.
The
What was it?
Fulton.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
the
Fulton
Fulton
on it, and then it was just like floating up with the cow.
Yeah. Yeah, like what you do is like that's like one of the things that makes Phantom Pain not Phantom Pain, Peace Walker really fun too. Is they introduce the Fulton. That's where the Fulton
That's where
actually
it came
comes
from? Okay.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying
Yeah,
now,
so this
right?
is-
Peace
this is
Walker
very
is a
important.
thing.
Okay.
Peace Walker too. The Fulton, but you couldn't do all this stuff you can in Phantom Pain. Phantom Pain's a whole new level of silly Fultoning. But like you pick up sheep, you pick up people for your base to like fill up your base, and like you get like all this like you get better gear out of it. You pick up mortars, you pick up turrets, you pick up jeeps, you pick up tanks. It escalates. It's
I
awesome.
like seeing people do like trick shots and stuff. I saw one guy laying on like a bunch of landmines and then like shooting like a jeep in like into a tower or something
Really?
to accomplish like a mission.
I gotta figure out how to do stuff like that. Okay.
Yep.
I got goals now. Because like what you can do is like you can lift it up and like right before, and you can like
Right.
pop the balloon and like so it'll come back down. It's cool. It's a really fun system. You really see your base grow because you like actually add platforms and stuff, and you physically travel around your base. It's cool. I don't know. It's what I wanted Metal Gear to be for. Like once I played Peace Walker, it's what I wanted Peace Walker to be, and I'm like, it can't do this. I know Phantom Pain can't do this. I mean, I know PSP can't do this.
Yeah.
Because like with Phantom Pain, you get to walk around the base. Peace Walker, it was just a menu. You just manage your base by menu.
Okay.
And it was just like, hey, all this stuff is there, but you don't really get to interact with it. So, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it, though. It's definitely probably a real contender for Game of the Year for me. Maybe Witcher. It's like Witcher and Phantom Pain right now are like butting heads. So, I don't know. Definitely not Arkham Knight.
Oh, I still
Sadly.
need to
No one
finish
expected
Bloodborne.
that though.
Oh, I need to finish.
You do.
You just
No,
have a
you
flash-
don't. You don't.
You just had an epiphany.
You don't finish games, Timothy. You know that. We've talked about this. We've had a whole discussion.
I don't
about
like
this.
endings. I feel sad after finishing stuff.
Oh goodness. What about you, Dominique? What have you been doing this week?
No more painting.
No more painting.
No
Yeah,
more
you've been
painting.
painting your house for like a year, right?
For a whole
1,000
summer.
years, a decade.
The inside, the outside, everything.
You were like painting the grass. You're
The
like,
back
I gotta paint
house.
it.
It's like just everything. But yeah, that's finally done. So I've had some more free time to just get back into a few things. One of my friends just bought Monster Hunter for you.
How's that going?
She likes it.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the community is still there, so it's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's.
there's no such thing as being behind.
Well,
in
that's the thing about the Monster
and I
Hunter
think that's the
crew
beautiful
is
thing
There's
about it.
like
They're
a
always-
dedicated community to hunt
It's
monsters.
like, oh, that guy's HR 999. Oh, you're HR 2. You need help.
Still not done.
Yeah, I'll just one-shot everything for you.
Ching, 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 ching,
No, you know
ching.
what they do? They're like, I'm just gonna go make something really quickly so that you still have a chance to learn the game, but I'll help you.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be. You don't want to. The good thing about the community is that most people don't want to carry you. They
Yeah.
want to actually teach
Yeah, I
you how to
noticed
play
that.
the game.
I actually really appreciate that in a community like Monster Hunter, where the game's difficulty is the challenge of getting the gear. It's not about the gear. It's about the bosses. It's about learning how to play the game and how to work together as a team.
Yeah,
Like the gear is just the reward. It's just the side effect.
the
of
gear's
it.
like, this is my hard work. Now it's
like
manifests.
physical
Yeah.
form. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like super high ranks can just put on like super low rank armor. So
That's
don't-
the cool thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
all
matter
rank-
what your rank
it's all
is. You can
gear-based.
wear everything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, I want to make this a challenge for me again. Go put on my basic gear. You know,
Yep.
just what it is. I really like that.
Yeah. So, got a new member to the team.
Yeah.
See where that goes.
Cool.
But yeah, I've been getting into that slowly but surely.
You're
Obviously,
playing WoW.
playing WoW, because Legion is a thing, and
How is Legion?
they haven't started alpha or anything yet. It's just like they're still doing talk and
so
just
you're-
releasing news. But you know, since you already know what's going to go on, you're start planning right now.
Okay.
Because with the artifact weapon is
Oh, isn't it like all like the famous weapons?
yeah, you level it as you progress through the new story. So that's the hard part right now. Every spec has a different weapon.
Get the old Doom
As you
Hammer.
level.
Get the old whatever the ice sword Arthas has called.
Can't get
Frostmourne,
Frostmourne
there we
because
go.
it was shattered.
No, you don't. You get
But
pieces
there,
of it.
you're gonna get pieces of it,
Yeah, you get
which I don't like.
You don't like that?
personally. I like the idea of dual wielding, being able to use Frostmourne in that way,
Well, Frostmourne's like
but
a
it
huge sword.
sounds like, yeah, but
It's
that's the
sword of
thing.
1,000 truths.
It's a huge sword that was meant for a two-handed Frost Death Knight, but they haven't revealed anything besides that being like, for a Frost Death Knight, you would think Frostmourne or Frostmourne 2.0, you're still going to get this big badass sword. But they're like, no, you're going to get the shards and we're catering to dual wield. So I'm still like, okay, what's going to happen two-handed Frost Death Knights, because they're still a thing, sort of.
I don't
Have
really
they
know
just
what you're
given
talking
up?
about anymore. I'm lost
Yeah.
now. I just know the people. I know the Warcraft stuff.
People who
I don't
play
know
the
any of
game will know. But see, basically, in the game, you have different specs. For Death Knight, there's Blood, which is your tank, Unholy, which like raise dead to deal damage with a pet, and then Frost, which uses a lot of frost and chill stuff. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. But with the Frost,
Cold dude.
there are two different styles to play the game with. You can either have two one-handed swords, which is what this new Frostmourne thing is going to be, or you have one big two-handed sword, which means you deal slower but meatier hits,
Yeah.
while the dual wield obviously does quicker hits that are more consistent and sustainable, which is why they're on top right now, because in a big raid fight, burst isn't the biggest thing. You kind of want to be able to maintain your damage throughout the entire fight. It doesn't help.
Because it's like bobbing and if you're moving enough.
Yeah, if
then
you're
it's like
moving,
you're not gonna have time for
yeah,
the big swings.
dual wield's still going to do well because you're going to get your auto attacks in and you have your range stuff, which is still doing a lot of damage. But if you have a boss that's standing still, then two-handed catches up a little bit. But that's not what raiding is for the most part.
Yeah.
But it seems like they might be drawing away from it very far because there's no news on two-handed Frost Death Knights being a thing.
Interesting. Okay.
But
cool.
yeah, I've just been kind of deciding what I'm going to go with and which specs I want to gear up so that I'm just ready to get their artifact weapon.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna come back with our main topic of
MMOs.
MMOs.
since We
So
ended with an MMO.
we're gonna start back up with an MMO. We're gonna talk about some Destiny. We're gonna talk about Guild Wars 2 going free to play.
WildStar going free to play.
WildStar
There's
going
a
free to
lot.
play.
There's a lot
Got
of
a lot
stuff
to cover.
going on. So
We'll see you guys in a bit. So what's
okay, so my big issue with RuneScape and its updates, one of my friends was like, "Oh man, you need to come back to this game. It's blah blah blah. It's so awesome. Blah blah blah. Oh." And they had a graphics upgrade.
Oh, the
blah, blah,
graphic.
blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
I heard about this
It looks
too.
completely different, and I was like, "Oh, what? Really?" And
So,
I
so,
go
there-
to the site.
so,
and I'm
so
like,
there's that
"Wait,
RuneScape Classic, there's RuneScape, and then there's RuneScape 2.0.
It looks the same.
It looks the same.
It looks
Yeah.
the exact
RuneScape
same.
I
Classic is
came
the only
back-
one that looks different.
I came back when I saw when someone said there was a graphics upgrade. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta at least see this.
I was like, "Okay, I'll
Like, this
check
is-
this out."
You got a
looks
full screen
the
button.
same.
Same thing to me. I
It's
was like,
the
It's the same
thing.
thing with a full screen button.
Well,
it's like you goddamn liar.
Well, like, do
Not-
they still? Is it still browser based or is it install now? Do you install it?
I have no idea.
I think it's still browser based.
I didn't even
right?
get that far. I'm pretty
don't
sure
remember.
it's still browser based.
Which is, I mean, that was always the thing. It's like you can play it anywhere basically. I don't know. It's still booty. I don't know how else to put it. Like I'm amazed that it's lasted as long as it has.
I'm surprised I played till level 100
It's going strong.
I'm not.
It is
back in
You?
the day.
It's going strong.
I guess like 40 something. I like quit really quick. I don't know. Okay, well, welcome back everybody.
Yeah.
You got to
Talk
listen to
about
our little
that
spiel
that real RuneScape talk right there.
leading into our MMO
Speaking of
talk.
MMOs,
Speaking of MMOs, oh look at that! It was almost like
Segway.
so in the past year, just about
Yeah.
since what? Since let's say, I guess since Warlords of Draenor came out back in November,
Just speak up.
there's been a huge influx of MMOs coming in.
I like that. Influx.
So we've had, obviously, SWTOR had all their updates. Star Wars: The Old Republic
Yeah.
had their updates. They're also having one come in for the fall, which this expansion is going to be free.
Oh really? Okay, I didn't know
It's
that.
free.
Interesting.
Yeah, what they do is to subscribers, it's free. If you're not a subscriber, when something's free for them, you either just buy some time and you get it for free, or it's like $5-10 to get it.
Interesting.
But it's
I
like,
actually like that.
it's five
That's a
whole
good model.
it's 5 whole levels upgrade and then a completely new content and in-game
Interesting.
stuff.
Very cool.
But it's a legit patch that's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
But then we've had The Elder Scrolls Online have their revamp to Unlimited,
Which is
Tamriel Unlimited,
they actually did a pretty good job apparently.
which was a great job.
Yeah,
considering what it was.
I'm still thinking about getting it for PS4.
Yeah, like
We
there was
like
this-
we would
yeah.
play that.
Yeah, it was just like too long of like a gap of like not really hearing anything about it.
Plus, it took forever to get it on PS4.
It wasn't good, which is why it didn't
Yeah.
come out on consoles.
Yeah,
because
it was just bad.
It
They
was
didn't wanna sell
bombing.
that.
It
Yeah.
was just because they couldn't choose, which was the big problem. They were like, okay, we still want this to feel like Elder Scrolls, but we want this to be MMO. And at this point, they're like, forget it, we'll just go back to being Elder Scrolls.
Which
that
is
you
what
can play
I
with
wanted.
people. Which is what we thought it was
That's
going to
what
be in the
everyone
first
wanted.
place.
Elder Scrolls with multiplayer.
Yeah, and that's what it is now, and it's doing much better.
Yeah.
And it's actually worth buying. And it's free to play. Buy to play, or what do you
Buy
call
to
it?
play.
Buy to play? It's
Buy to
buy to
play.
play. Which means you don't
hate
pay a
that-
subscription
I hate
price.
that this exists now.
Why?
That we have to say buy to play.
Buy to play has been around for a while. Like
No, I know, but it's like
But
the
there's
idea
a
of that as a
distinct
concept. Why do you
difference
have to
now.
say, like, of course, as a product, you should
Yeah.
have to buy to play it.
yeah.
I hate that.
But in the world of MMOs, you usually have a subscription to it. But no, it's just a base
no
price,
subscription.
Yeah.
and you just play it forever.
Which is really cool. It does worry me about the longevity of the game itself.
It's not the longevity that worries
it's
me
like
with the game.
maintaining
It's like,
servers,
yeah, that's
update,
what
like
you.
expansions.
That's
how
the
expensive
trade-off.
Are they going to be?
If you get a game that's subscriber base, like World of Warcraft is, like Final Fantasy XIV is, you get weekly updates to make sure everything's running smooth, stable, whatever's flawed or glitching out,
yeah.
get rid of it as soon as possible.
With ESO, I'm worried of about
Elder Scrolls Online, with Guild Wars 2, with WildStar coming up. WildStar was subscription based and they were still having problems.
Well, they did pretty terrible out of the
Fixing
gate, though,
patches,
sadly. I
like-
actually like the
There
concept of the game.
was, there was the initial launch of Terra Online where it started out buy to play also.
They started off by the play.
Crickets.
They started out buy to play.
I've never heard of someone starting off that way, except for
because
Guild Wars.
There used to be a physical copy of Terra Online.
I heard about this.
Yeah.
By the way.
But now that doesn't exist anymore. It's just a free to play game now.
Interesting. I didn't know. Okay.
But yeah, but that's a huge issue I have with buy to play. There's no consistency
Yeah.
with updates and fixing
Well,
problems.
it's like they have once. It sounds cynical, but once they have your money, what's stopping them from really moving on to another project? Like, what if they want to make an ESO 2 or whatever? You know.
Yeah, and that's
Like back in the day, that was fine. Like
history
EverQuest
repeats
2.
itself.
You know.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't do it with Guild Wars 2 though. They just like left it for years before
Yeah.
finally getting an expansion. Don't know what that was all about, but yeah, you know. They're going free to play, so you can see how that
They're
works.
trying to make a real push. I think that's fair, but
They have to do something. They're not getting new people
Yeah, their game's dying.
because you're charging
Dying,
$80 for both games, like $80 to $100,
Yeah.
and giving nothing
How
to like.
sizable is the Heart of Thorns expansion? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Does anybody?
No,
That's
because
that's slightly worrying. I
from
guess.
what I thought, we were supposed to know a lot about it, and it was supposed to be running fairly well in the summer. I don't.
I
even-
haven't heard you talk about that, so I
Yeah,
assume
because
it didn't happen.
no, they've been doing patches and stuff, but nothing really going on with Heart of Thorns and where that's going.
That kinda
They
sucks.
just keep advertising the new advanced classes, which can only go so far. Like we get.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Besides that, another pseudo MMO, Destiny, is getting like a 2.0 update coming September 8th, ahead of the Taken King being released, which is like, so they're calling it Destiny 2.0. They're fixing lots of stuff, supposedly.
You know what I really like about this? After you've just been telling me about what's going on with this legendary thing, it's the exact same issue that current members of Guild Wars 2 are having with newer members coming in. Like
For free.
You're favoring the newer members and
Yeah.
giving them all this stuff, and
So-
we've been here since day one.
So
Got
we're Guild
nothing.
Wars 2 going free to play, and then they just buy Heart of Thorns. Whereas like the old guys obviously had to buy the game. Destiny, the old guard of people day oneers, kind of like us actually, because we were
Yeah.
pretty much day oneers.
Yeah.
They still have to buy Taken King for full price, which is like $40.
Mm-hmm.
Console people, we're really not used to this. Fair enough. We're not used to paying for
Like that's
50
not
cents.
uncommon in MMOs. Like I still have to pay for every
Right.
WoW expansion.
But
But there's no perks for you guys being there since day one.
we're not
especially
now real day one. We get an emblem
With things
for
that
like
are-
accomplishing 10 different tasks
Yeah,
You
but
saw? Have you seen this emblem? It's like they're called like I forget. It's like the heroic challenge, whatever.
like you guys don't have
10 really hard things.
you guys don't
I
have
don't
veteran
care about
status?
emblems.
No one does. We want guns. We want bikes. We want stuff like that.
Exactly. We want like things we can use.
Yeah.
You don't want things that the problem with emblems is it's not enough.
It's never enough.
Everyone wants something that sets you apart from the newer people.
And no one cares about the emblem.
Emblem is cute, but I want something that I can wear. I want wings on my back that are 10 feet long just to say, hey, I've been here longer than you.
Yeah.
I'm better.
Boo-boo.
Yeah, that's really what it is. And that's what most MMOs cater to. They're like, you've been here, you get these special perks. You put in the work. Here's how you...
It doesn't come in too bad, actually, when I've done this.
It shouldn't be too bad. But this is what sets you aside from the newer members.
So
and it's it's not discreet at all.
The big hubbub is that because the newer players are getting a Legendary Edition, which is basically a Game of the Year edition, all the DLC, including Taken King, actually, all for $60.
Oh, wait. Taken King is a part of this?
It comes with Taken
I didn't
King.
know that part.
That's what makes it suck.
That's the
basically.
problem. That's a
so
big
you
problem.
get not Heart of the Swarm. That's StarCraft. I get all of them mixed up. The first two expansions, House of Wolves, and then the other one, which is one I have. You get those two, and then you get Taken King, like when it comes out day one, and the game,
and the base game,
and the base game. So you're getting all these for $60. Old Guard has to pay $40. You can trade into GameStop and get that edition for $40. But like, what if you've already bought the other two expansions, and then you still have to pay $40 for Taken King? But it's like, you don't really get anything for being there for basically a year at this point and playing the beta because they're really basically fixing the game. They're fixing leveling. They're fixing, the problem I think the problem both of us really had early on was the light system.
Yeah.
We got stuck because it's just strictly gear by the end. Like you need this gear, which equates to light. It's like a light level. It's separate from your character level.
Okay, so
it bars you from doing certain stuff.
So they call it light?
Yeah, it's basically equivalent to like your
But it's basically
defense,
item level.
It's defense.
Yeah.
Well,
it's item level.
it's not just like item level though, because it ups your actual level.
Yeah, it like it's your
So
well, like
depending on the gear you wear, how high level of the gear is, your main level goes up.
So like your base level max is 20,
Right.
which they're changing.
Okay.
Then you start adding light to it, which is like 21, 22, 23, 20.
So
that's light levels.
It's real levels.
That's level levels.
Okay.
The way that what they're doing with Destiny 2.0, scrapping that.
Good.
You can level up to 34 if you don't buy Taken King, 40 if you buy Taken King. Fair enough.
It's an odd level.
Well, I mean, when the
Why
base
34?
levels are, because that's the max you can get right now without Taken King.
Oh.
It's just like light levels. They added, it's like base game.
Still just a weird number to end on.
I can explain.
Okay.
Base game, you can get 20, and then light can get you to 30. Expansion 1, 32. Expansion 2, 34.
Oh, okay.
So it's still the grind's still there. It makes sense in accordance with the gear, like how it kind of works out. It's because it's like fills up basically a meter, experience meter to get you to the next light level. They're getting rid of that. They're saying you can level up to level 40 if you have Taken King, and then there's still light, but it's like a separate thing.
Right.
It doesn't bar you from using equipment. So you can still use all the equipment. You can still do all the missions. You just have separate light. The thing I don't really understand still is like how light actually still affects your character. I still don't quite get it. But they're adding basically like this giant expansion. They're adding a new subclass for each class. Each class has 2 subclasses currently.
Okay.
And they're adding a third. So like there's 3 elements, which is like solar,
Void.
Void, yeah, because you like void. Void, and then electric, which I always forget the name of too.
What was it?
So there are these 3 things, and so each class already has the 2, and they're finally getting their third.
Okay.
And they're really trying to push story this time. Like they're doing the Bungie thing of like doing the Bungie cutscene. Like the cutscenes, the good ones that we kind of haven't really had in Destiny. Destiny's story is like kind of booty. It doesn't really exist.
It was pretty bad.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's no real story. Like, why are we fighting the Fallen? No one knows.
Shrug.
They're in the
more
way.
to
They're
it?
robots, and they're in the way.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sure. But like at the end of basically at the end of the last raid, or was it 2 raids ago, where we killed Crotus? Might have just been the first raid actually. Yeah, we killed Crotus at the end of the first raid. House of the Vault of Glass. You kill Crotus. His dad is coming to kill everybody. He's called King Oryx. You're supposed to stop King Oryx.
King Cold is coming.
Yeah, we're getting King Cold because we killed Frieza, so we're getting King Cold. I'm interested only because they are fixing so many things. They're adding like different quests, like fixing bounties, or fixing quests, or fixing marks. You know how like marks didn't transfer from character to character, and that like pissed us off. They transfer now. There's just one set of marks. Everything like that. Like there's no. It's not divided between Vanguard and Crucible.
Right.
It's just legendary marks. It's just they're simplifying so many things. Materials they're simplifing. Everything's getting simplified.
Do we still need to get those annoying things that we had to like grind events for? Which one? What was it?
The Ascendants.
The shards and stuff.
Well, first of all, they actually already kind of fixed this. They added the messenger, whatever his name is, the guy with the voice, and he talks he's in the tower.
Yeah.
He talks like this. He knows what I'm talking about.
Speaker.
The speaker. Yeah, there we go. They added a material economy, so you can just trade all these different materials with them.
Okay.
So you can get your Ascendants.
Yeah, I just hated.
We got
the way
tired of that.
Yeah, that was the part I hated the most. The big thing that really made
Well,
me
because it was
leave.
like a random chance, and like we would.
It wasn't random chance. It was a set interval. Remember, we were doing like the thing, and so it just kind of ruined the feeling of the game.
Well, first, like it made us feel bad because sometimes he would get stuff, sometimes I would get stuff, and it was like I want you to get it this time. I want me to get it this time, but like it didn't always work that way. That we would get this material.
We thought it was like last hitting or something.
It wasn't, or like first response or something. It was neither of those. It just didn't matter. It kind of just.
And
random.
then like you'd have random people come in too, and then they would get it, and neither of us.
And it's
would
not
get it.
even like their fault. They didn't do anything special. We didn't do anything special. It was just random.
Right.
It was just all these like local events throughout the hub world. So like you just had to like kind of show up to them and kill these people. They're fixing a lot. They're fixing so much. They're also adding, you know, like a big problem people are starting to have is vault space. They're running out of vault space because they're trying to collect all the exotics, which are like the legendary weapons. Like we actually have, it's like common, uncommon, rare, legendary, exotic. I don't know if you have a higher thing because you have epic legendary.
Yeah.
We
Which is basically the same thing. Your legendary is probably just our epic.
Yes, that is how it works. So we have exotics, and people are running out of vault space because like memory issues of like PS3, 360. First of all, I can't really handle it. I don't even know how they're managing it right now.
It is on that, isn't it?
It is. I don't even know how they're managing it on 360 and PS3. I think they're having problems. But they're doing it so you can now dismantle exotics. You keep the blueprint. So if you ever want to remake them, you just take an exotic shard and you just get glamour and you just pay for it.
That is pretty neat.
So like you can save all your blueprints, so you don't have to worry about dismantling stuff anymore. It's really nice. Also, Hardlight's getting a buff, so you might like that.
I still need to get Thorn.
Do you have the quest?
I still have the quest.
You will be given him. You're just gonna get it.
I'm just gonna get it?
You're just gonna get it.
Why?
Because they're clearing all the quests, and any exotic quests are just getting fulfilled.
Oh.
You are running out of excuses. They did nerf Thorn though. They buffed it while you didn't have it. Now they're nerfing it. So
Right.
They're nerfing a lot of some of the weapons. They're just nerfing because they want to make room for the Destiny 2.0 weapons, which a lot of them do look really cool. To be fair.
Still have Galahorn.
Galahorn's not gonna be as good now.
Right.
Because it's not getting like the bump up to like where it needs to be be with Taken King basically. They didn't want to use. Galahorn was the answer to everything, so they kind of just wanted to get rid of it. I'm sorry I'm giving the spiel, but like there was a lot. They're just changing a lot of stuff with this game, which I'm surprised by. Like a lot of people were just like, game's just gonna suck forever, I guess. Wait for Destiny 2. They're kind of trying to do Destiny 2 now, but I thought they were gonna release separate games.
Are they still doing?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious.
Because I thought it was gonna be separate.
They have to do a Destiny 2. I'm genuinely curious how that's going to work. I think they plan to do 1, 2, 3.
Are they going to support one, or is it just going to die out after?
I think it'll your character's going to carry over first of all.
It'll carry over to 2?
Character's carrying over.
Okay, so there's no problem.
So they're trying to like give people incentive
that's
to
no
carry
problem.
over. Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's like. It's interesting.
I still have my hot warlock.
Yeah, I do too. I got a hot warlock. I got my hunter. Okay. Sure. Yeah, but like it's just cool. I'm excited. I'm still hesitant about the quality of Taken King itself. I'm worried about that, so I might just wait for reviews. But then again, I can just trade in my thing and pay $40 and get all of it. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm done. Oh, and yeah, I think
we're done. We're done with Destiny.
Done with Destiny.
Okay.
Done with it forever. Cast it aside.
So,
So I think it's just WildStar that's left on the table.
Yeah. Okay. So what's happened with WildStar?
So I was actually very obsessive with my following of WildStar back in the beta days leading up to its actual release. Main issue was at one point they kept it too exclusive
What do
with
you mean?
their testing.
Oh, with the testing.
yeah.
Like you can't
yeah, I
yeah, there was
remember
the whole
this.
you can't
difficulty
just
issue.
you can't just have all high level
Yeah, you're
players playing the test because they're going to be like, oh no, this isn't too hard, and then that
But
would
you have to make
obviously-
it available to the public, so different, like people like me, who like
Yeah.
don't really play on stuff, not used to all the WASDs and the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20
and there was
billion
there was
buttons.
such a high demand for keys that just you really didn't get it. And if you did get it, it was like a weekend thing where it may have just been wasted on many people because you can't just give someone 3 days to touch it or
Yeah.
you're out of luck, you know?
I never really cared for following WildStar. I didn't care for the art style.
Yeah,
A lot of
it's
people were
little
turned off
weird.
by the art style.
Like I think people are like, it's a little. I don't want to get offended. It looks a little furry
Yeah.
to me. There's a lot of furry shit going on there.
There's really only one furry.
See, but
class.
people lock onto that.
the problem.
That's what I know.
But people don't really lock
But
onto it in other
what's-
games.
It's so funny because their commercials, like advertising the game, made fun of it too. Like they knew, oh, we have these little furry creatures, and
Well, then why-
some
then
people
why-
are into that thing. Like that's literally what they said.
I don't know.
But you have all these other classes which were really good, and the only other furry-based class were these little
Little dudes.
demon hamster things
Yeah, I saw that.
everyone loves. Like that's
Like obviously, I was gonna play this little demon hamster.
everyone was like you're talking about the furries, but the only furries that are being played are the ones that everyone likes.
No one played as like the furry girl.
Probably a handful of people, but I'm,
No.
the furry people were on the good side anyways.
Oh, there's like a Horde Alliance thing
Yeah.
going on there. Okay.
A Dominion and Exile, and Exile was the
The cool guys.
good side.
Oh,
Dominion,
really?
Dominion is obviously the bad guys because they're
Yeah, but-
taking over your land.
Yeah, but they're called Exile. Like
Exiled sounds
It's like evil, right?
so evil.
Like it
Exiled-
sounds like they got kicked out because they were too bad.
No, they
Yeah.
got kicked out because the Dominion came in
Oh,
there
so
kicking
they're
ass.
losers. Got it. Got it. Losers.
They're refugees is more
Like
appropriate.
exile. If you're de-exiled, you're either the coolest person in the fiction or the worst person in the
Yeah.
fiction because you got kicked out.
It's basically what it was. But the problem with the game, it was too hard. And for most MMOs, there are two very important aspects that you have to get right, or you're just going to turn off a lot of people. The first thing is leveling, because you don't want people to get tired of leveling and not want to do it to reach the end game content. Second thing that's really important is you have to have some good PvP, because
How
that's
is the PvP?
the PvP was complete ass.
Garbage. Garbo.
And that's
Trash.
why
Poo-poo.
they messed up both of those, which is why they failed.
They broke their game, so
Yeah.
came
The,
out.
the leveling was too hard and pointless for some people, too much of a grind, and then their PvP was just bad to the point where it was non-existent.
Just didn't work. Alright.
And then if you did manage to make it to end game, there were so many different rules and ways to build and all these particular things. If you got something wrong, you either weren't good enough to even be considered for a
trash
guild,
character.
or just
You had to pick. This is the build
yeah, you had to do
for
this.
your class. That's kind of
Like,
sucks.
that's you have to do this, and we're not going to help you do it. You have to find some people and get it yourself. Otherwise, get
That's
good,
awful.
scrub. We
Aw.
hate you. You're not good. We're gonna go kill stuff now.
True toxic gaming.
Yeah.
So bottom line, not enough people played it, so now it's free to play.
Okay.
Yeah, none of
As-
And
as
they're
opposed to-
actually changing everything to where PvP people are like, oh my god, it's so fun. We're back now.
They're not back.
That's all it was.
They're not back.
We'll see. They finally announced a launch date. I don't even know the launch date, but they announced it yesterday, so it's happening. We're just gonna have to wait and find out.
So would you consider picking up Elder Scrolls when you get your PS4? Because you're talking about getting a PS4.
My thing with Elder
just curious.
Scrolls is I prefer it on a console. I wouldn't get Tamriel Unlimited on a PC, even
Right,
though I'm
that's what
sure
I'm
it
asking.
works. But for the console, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Okay.
Check it out.
Cool.
I like
Okay.
to.
Then we probably play together.
I'll-
Probably play together.
I might check out WildStar because it's gonna be free. Why not? Why not?
Yeah. All right.
What's
So-
the worst that can happen? I uninstall and lose nothing.
Awesome. I guess we're gonna have to think about getting Elder Scrolls then.
Yep. And we're about out of time.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for listening to our podcast. If you want to see more of our stuff, you can go to, well, first of all, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the subscribe and or like button.
Or both.
Or both.
Do-
Yes.
preferably
do that.
both.
Preferably both. If you want to check out more of our stuff, you can go to our website at next-gennation.com.
You almost missed the dash.
I know.
You're gonna
I
get this
fumbled,
before you
I fumbled
leave.
the dash.
You have to get this right before
If you want
leave.
to check out our Facebook, you can go to Next Gen Nation Group.
Yep.
Yeah. And is there anything else? Did I get everything? Facebook, YouTube, website.
Yep, that's about it.
Yes, I got it.
Oh.
And another announcement: we have a Twitter.
Oh yeah, we do have a Twitter.
So we're gonna be
What is
getting
the
that
Twitter at?
started up. We are
At
at
Next
NGN_group.
NGN Group.
Man, everything is different, like, for all of
I
our
would.
stuff.
We may be renaming that.
We'll see if we
We'll-
can. There's apparently a lot
Stay
of
tuned
NGNs
for
out
our
there.
Twitter.
Okay. Well, we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.